guys, the rusty Jeep we talked about in one of our other videos. But we have it here. Welcome to the OKGoodReview show. Apparently comes with guns. Wah wah. It comes with a driver. Wah wah.
Okay.
And a foldable window.
Okay,
wah,
guys.
Wah.
So, although the posting is going to be a little bit different from the time that we have completed models to the time you see them, this is going to be the last one we do for the season of 2020. And every one of them that I've done so far this year has not been a fail, so I'm really pleased about that. This one we're branching out, we're trying something new. So Leo winds up with a lot of these models, guys, as you guys have seen if you have seen the model collection video. And so he is really interested in, if you guys have seen the Ford Fairlane video, he's interested in rusting things out and making them, just aging them a lot, weathering them. So this from Tamiya is the Willys MB Jeep. It's a 135 scale. The last one I did this small was, let me think what that was. I think that was, the tanks are 172nd. I've done planes at 148. The 135th was the Aston Martin, the DB7 that I made from a track car into a regular car. Is that still around or is that gone now?
I think it has it in box.
Okay. So that might be gone. So we've got an M1 rifle with the scabbard. We've got the M1919 A4 light machine gun. We've got a 30 caliber ammunition box. Yes, hopefully you can see all this. We've got a M1's SMG.
We got a spare tire change.
We've got, yeah, there is a spare tire. There's a jerry can for gasoline. So this is a military style Jeep. The windshield does fold down. So what we're going to be doing here is, let's open it up and take a look at it. So what we're going to be doing here is something new. So Leo is going to be, I'm going to be going through.
It's so small.
It is, yeah. I'm going to be going through, and here's the actual base of it, guys. It is tiny. We'll get to him in a second. So we're going to be going through. We're not actually painting this one. Leo decided he liked this color, except for some of the things I will be painting, like the wheels. We have to assemble the driver. Look, he's actually in pieces.
Aww.
So we have to assemble the driver of this. And we were going to try to find a skeleton and use him, but if you want to use the actual driver, we can. We've got wheels here. I do need to paint the rubber at least black. So take a look at that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through this right now. Leo is basically choosing all the colors that he wants on this. I'm going to assemble it. I'm going to paint it. Just mainly part painting because we're sticking with this actual sort of a drab olive color. We're sticking with this color. Hopefully it's reading fairly well here. It's this sort of drab olive color. It's not quite a military green, but it is the olive color that was used as well. So we don't actually need to paint this, and accordingly we won't be, but we've got stickers here if Leo wants those. There's a hood sticker. Tech tips, we don't need that. Here it is. So he's got a lighter uniform here for his jacket, lighter face, and so I've got a number of colors down there, but let's see, guys, I'm going to throw this up on screen here. Feel free to pause if you would like to read this. The first section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, guys, and here's the second section. Feel free to pause the screen if you would care to read that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So of course Jeep is part of Chrysler now, Dodge Chrysler. So you can see the instructions here. You can see the weapons on the part sprue. We've got, so what we have to decide is we have to decide if you want me to mount the machine gun in the back like so. Although if you found it abandoned, it probably would not have that on it. So we need to decide, I think, really just what we want here as far as paint and so on. So let's go with what we got here. Alright, so give me the body back and give me the glass back. Okay. Alright, so now do you want to use any of the military stickers or do you want to skip those?
Well, I had a plan.
Okay.
I want to use the hood sticker, and then when I rusted up, it looked like it had been on there for a while.
Okay.
Ever since it was drove over there.
Okay, so Leo wants this star, the circle star, the hood star. Hopefully you guys can see it right there. So Leo wants that on the hood, so we'll add that to the hood. All right, what else you got, buddy? So we got a whole bunch of stuff here. Here's the windshield that folds down. Here's the hood itself. We've got an engine here. Do you want me to paint the engine, or should I just leave it this color? So I could paint it steel. It would have been steel back then. We also got a chassis here. I can paint that steel. Do you want that steel also? Mm-hmm. Okay. So the chassis will be steel. The engine will be steel. Do you want me to try to chrome out the muffler or leave that steel too?
Steel.
Okay. So Leah's trying to go for something that would be a little bit more accurate in time, which is that the majority of this is going to be steel. There will be some flat black as well for the radiator. If I can figure out which one of these things is the radiator. That will be black. What about the seats? You just want, I guess we can probably just leave them this color. Alright, and what about that one? Let's take a look at what we have here. So we have here the tires. Those are going to need to be black. We have a shovel. I can paint the handle. Do you want me to paint the handle on the shovel? Mm-hmm. There's an axe. I'll paint that handle. Where's the rifles? We have leaf springs. Those will be black. We have...
Maybe they would have been shooting.
We have some axles and differentials. Those will be steel. Yeah, here's the rifles here. I don't know if I have a brown, but I can make one. And there's a mounted machine gun somewhere here. I'm not seeing it right this second, but I know there is one. Okay, and then, okay. So mainly I'm not doing a lot on this. I'm just painting like flat black on the engine and tires and some of the other stuff, and then steel on everything else. So there will not be, guys, because this is so small of parts, there will not be a painting section to this video. So kind of the way we're going to do this is, let me have that bottom. So kind of the way we're going to do this is, guys, we're going to whip down into Spider Central from here next, and I'm going to lay everything out, and I'm going to paint everything, and then there will be the assembly section as usual down there. And then I'm going to show you guys what condition I'm going to turn it over to our star in. And then he is going to do the final rusting out of everything. So after having picked the colors, and I will assemble all the stuff. Having picked the colors, do you want the windshield up or down?
Up. And then I want like some bullet hole details in it, like it was being shot at.
Okay. So I will attempt to do that. I don't know how well that's going to work, but I'll try, guys, to add some bullet holes. Just in the windshield? Nowhere else? Okay.
Just in the windshield, but maybe one or two in the guy.
Okay.
And put some brown around it, too.
Oh my god. You can put rust out. He was rusting in his bullet holes.
No, that was supposed to be dried blood.
Okay. I'll see how much I can do with what I have for that. That's a little gruesome, dude.
I have high expectations.
Yeah, okay.
But it all is part of my story, too.
Alright, guys. Well, I will do the best I can, okay? I will get as close to that as I possibly can. So, guys, Leo's adding a lot of challenges to me, for me to this, so we'll see how much I'm able to do. This small of a scale, it's going to be really hard to do that. But we'll see what we can come up with. So, okay, guys, I guess from here, we will go down to Spider Central and get the painting underway, and then after that, we will get the assembly underway, guys, and also maybe the setup. Alright, guys, so here we are, down here in Spider Central for the very final build of 2020. 2020 has been a good year as far as model builds go. We've gotten some really cool stuff done, and I'm not sure when this will be posted, but have had no fails, and I don't think I'm going to jinx this one because all I'm doing is going to apply paint and then assemble it, and the star will be doing the finishing touches. So in that light, I wanted to kind of go over what we're looking at here. So we have Tamiya X10, which is gunmetal. I'm finally using gunmetal for some actual guns. Finally. We've got this tan, which will either be mixed with the bronze or the flat black to make more of a wood stock for some of the guns. Other than that, it probably is not going to be used. We've got flat black, we have the steel, and I don't know if there's if the tail lights are colored or not. I don't think they are. So I've got the amber for running lights in the front, and of course red for the tail lights. Running lights in the rear, if there are those. I don't actually know. I haven't looked that closely at this yet. We've got the 2 pigment powders. So we got pigment binder. We've got the Vallejo burnt sienna for the rust effects that our star will be putting on later. But you can see the guys in pieces. So the good part about this is there's a lot of, because we're using the body color, there's a lot of stuff that actually is not going to need paint. So this is actually going to be a pretty easy paint. So, and of course I got the instructions here. I'm not sure what color the seats are. I need to look at that. There may be the addition of another paint in here as well, just depending on what color the seats were. But outside of that, I mean, we're pretty clear sailing. I don't think I'm gonna paint the floor or anything like that. So, but yeah, there it is, guys. Got some brushes here. Sprue cutters, of course the glues, the usual stuff. Washout things as well. So excited to kind of get to this one. I don't like working in this scale. This is 1/35th scale instead of 1/24th, where I'm usually happier as far as for vehicles, but it hopefully will come out pretty cool. I know our star definitely has some design stuff in mind. So anyway, we're going to get cracking here on the painting. There will not be a paint segment because everything is so tiny. So I'm going to be painting the tires, chassis, and so on, just different parts, and then once that's done, I'll be coming back for assembly. The assembly will have a section, just we won't be doing it on painting. So we'll see you back here for the assembly part. Okay guys, so you can't really see it super well because this is such a tiny scale. This was definitely one of the more challenging builds I think I've ever done. And just because it's so tiny, there's nothing Like, the kit is okay. Nothing wrong with the kit. It just is so small. It's hard to work with. I put in a lot of techniques on this. Almost everything on here that's painted has a 2-tone. The guy himself is actually like a 5 or 6-tone. So I gave him gray pants and the tan jacket like he was going in to town or whatever, and then had gotten shot on the way back. And you can see we have the rifle and so on attached to the windshield, which now serves as a hood. This is a little cockeyed the way the kit came together, but it's distressed, so that will probably work out okay. I almost never use washes. I did a black wash across the engine, which you can't see any of, unfortunately, because of that top thing. But I did a black engine wash across the top of the engine and some of the other sides of it and so on to try to do like a oil slicks. And it's interesting, the wash came out super well. So that's something I'm kind of thinking about maybe trying again in the future. I almost never use those, but that came out so well that I usually don't do a distress look. So I really haven't had occasion for it, but I tried to pull every technique I could think of out for this, just to try it on this. And of course, the star of our channel is going to be adding rust effects to it. But I wanted to kind of show it to you right now, before all that stuff happens to it. Here is the bottom, and you can kind of see, not a lot to the bottom, but there is a little bit of the rust effect down there. I did add the machine gun, which kind of ruins the whole going into town part of this, I suppose. And they put all his weapons on here. So, rifle on the windshield, you can see there's one there on the side of the vehicle as well. And the back seat is fairly plain, but yeah, this was everything. I had to do everything via the magnifying light and the tweezers for a lot of this. So it was interesting. I used bronze, the actual bronze paint for the guy's face. So I wound up using probably about half a dozen more paints than I had in the beginning, including there's 2 custom browns on this. There's one for the stocks of the weapons, and then there's also a separate brown, a lighter one for the handles of the axe and the shovel. So very intricate painting. I hate working in this scale though, so that's why you rarely see this on this channel. But overall, it was pretty fun. I enjoy putting this together. So anyway, the star is going to have his turn with this thing, and then we will see you back upstairs for the final looks. I just wanted to show you what it looks like now that it's leaving my hands. Also, this guy is removable very carefully, but there's blood under the seat, and got pretty elaborate with it. So anyway, we'll see you once Leo is done with his turn.
Stepping into the ring, stepping into the high, guys.
Alright, and you can see this is a very tiny...
They even rusted the engine.
Model. Okay, yeah, so let's check it out. Let's see some close-ups here. And guys, the preceding segment, you guys saw what condition I left it in. And now we're going to show you what condition it is in from the star of our show. And you can see we've got some rust under the decal on the hood here. Got some cool rust effects here. Alright, there's the hood. We didn't really rust anything on the back side of the hood though, dude. We forgot. And I cleared over this, so hopefully the rust will not all come off, but I can see there's some spots I missed. So we got rust on the tires. Oh, we should have put some in the wells too.
I tried putting some in the wells actually, but I think
So yeah, we should try to get some in the. We'll try some in the wells next time we do this, because I'm sure our star is going to want to do this again. So it's a barn find a little bit here. Do we still have? Oh, we do. We still have the hood working here. You can see our guy. He's had a really hard time. So there you can get a better look at the blood on the seat I was talking about. Blood all over him. Steering wheel is broken. You see the steering wheel right? See if you can see it right by his foot right there. It's the steering wheel. And gun is rusted. There's rust on the The metal tank. There's rust in the back. Dude, you rusted this out thing like crazy. Look at all this rust, guys. Wow. Get some discoloration here even. Oh, that's kind of cool. Look, it did that white stuff again, the whiteout. A little discoloration going on. As you can see in the muffler over here. Got the gun. A little bit of that on the dash. And you can see there's the wood stock of the gun. The gun didn't get rusted. Did you do this side?
I tried, yeah. Like, you can see it, like, right here.
Yeah. We've got... I mean this side of this thing.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. That's cool. We got some really crazy discoloration here on the seat. It looks like the stuffing is coming out of this. Look where it whited out there. That's pretty wild, guys. Like, it's interesting because we don't know why some of these effects are happening. But we got this battery rusted. We got all the beautiful oil work that I did with the wash on the engine. You can barely see any of it anymore.
Because it got rusted out.
Oh, yeah, you rusted it. Well, you can see a little bit on the bottom. But yeah, I got rusted out down
there. I tried rusting out the bottom.
Oh, you rusted everything. The rubber on the tires got rusted. I guess it was driving over rust, maybe.
No, that was an accident. Maybe that was supposed to be mud.
That's okay. The leaf springs didn't get rusted. Like some of the undercarriage, we could have actually rusted a little bit more. But you can see this thing came out. We got some discoloration here. There's the shovel. The axe got turned somehow. Not sure how that happened. Actually, so the head of the axe is still like a bright red. It's kind of wild to me, these details. What happened here? You can see there's the...
Guys, you want to see our other rusty thing?
And the seat's got a little bit of rust on it. So
the barn find car.
Okay, so Leo wants to bring in the other barn find vehicle we have, which, guys, you can check for that video as well. That's a Ford Fairlane. And Leo is apparently just intent on making a barn find collection. The official OKGoodReview Leo-matic barn find collection, guys. But yeah, I don't like I said, I really don't like working on this scale. But working on this was kind of interesting because my grandfather was in World War II, and which is what this vehicle is from. And it was kind of interesting building it, just some of the differences between the cars then and now. And I mean, there's kind of a little connection, I guess, because he could have either ridden or driven in a very similar vehicle, such as this. He was an officer when he was serving. So you can see the taillights or the running light here got rusted over. Taillights got completely, well, not completely, but kind of annihilated. So, and then this one, of course, we had some discoloration here over this light. So I think, so Leo likes stories. He's really, really heavy on the story side of things. Man, I should have actually put blood on his butt too, if he was sitting in the seat, come to think of it. But
there should have been bullet holes in the seat.
So Leo really likes stories. Yeah, he wanted bullet holes and everything, but with this one, we added some distress to the glass, but you can fold this down.
Oh God!
So at that point, you probably really don't need bullet holes. And apparently, we have to reglue the bumper on the car. Yeah, so don't drop models, guys. They don't respond well to that. But so it was kind of cool doing this. The stars. There's the star. Can you see it right there? Right.
Yeah, I rusted it out a lot.
You rusted out the star. The star rusted the star. Let's see what it looks like on this side. Oh, it's gone. Like, that star is not even there anymore. So it must have come off. Yeah, the decals were not great, honestly, on this. And it was...
This other barn find vehicle is just like
I said, really, really interesting trying to put this together at such a small scale. So, I mean, it was a cool connection, though. I did enjoy doing this.
Uh-oh. And I tried to put the hood back on, the grill fell off.
But there's so many tones to this that... Alright, so we apparently have to fix our Fairlane there, which is getting dismantled. So that one was another barn find. We were going to do that one as a patina.
Look at this coming out.
We were going to, don't drop them. We were going to do this as a patina, like the Netflix show, guys. There is a video of this, and let's put the glass in the back seat. There we go. There is There's a video of this, guys, which you can check out as well.
I'm really happy how this came out.
Where it's not in its current annihilated condition, and I'll have to fix. I'll fix this here, guys, shortly. Oh man, the wheel got bent.
Steering wheel.
What did you do here? All right, so anyway, that aside,
let's take a closer look at the guy.
Okay, Leo has extracted the guy, and yeah, you can see. So he's one of the ones I was talking about. So he's got rust effects. He's got bronze.
Rust effects.
I put his head on crooked.
So it looked like he was more.
So he's got the red here, the blood, bronze.
I'm really happy how this came out.
We've got a tan. We've got black. So black for his boots, and gray. I painted his pants gray, and then I added the black belt as well.
In the discoloration, there's a white star on here, and the discoloration is white, so it makes it like it disappear.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting how that goes. And you can see there's so much rust on this is actually falling off while we do this, but this was a lot of fun to do. Like I said, I don't like working on the scale, and I'm going to really try not to do more vehicles like this, but it was the only Willys Jeep I could find that was an actual war Jeep, and that's what our star wanted to rust out, so there you go. I think it came out as a success. Oh, where'd you do the steering wheel?
The steering wheel was under him, so he's more manageable to take out.
Oh, you okay. Okay, that's fine.
And now, so, before he was just sitting like this, and I'm like, did he want to die?
I wanted him to be trapped by the steering wheel.
But then I made him lay down, so it looked more realistic, like he actually got shot down.
Yeah. So Leo's doing a whole story here with, and maybe that'll be something, guys, that if any of this gets written down or anything like that, this might be something that we can put on our blog or maybe somewhere in there, guys, so you can check it out. But anyway, there it is. Our look at the Tamiya Willys MB with the sort of barn find rust effects, and this is our first, I think, really team up. So Leo picked all the color schemes out on this except for the guy. I chose the colors for the guy, but he picked everything else pretty much. And we went for a really simple black and steel.
So here's how I'm going to display
aspect for most of it. Okay, so here's how the display is going to go, guys, and where this fits into the overall display, guys, check on our Twitter feed. So, guys, if you did enjoy our look at this, please give us the old thumbs up, guys. Hit the red subscribe button if you have not done so already, guys. If there's a blue notification bell and comments available, please use them if you care to do that. Guys, whether there's or not, please come follow us on our Twitter feed where updates the channel made by myself pretty much as soon as they happen, guys. You can comment to videos there, and of course, like I said, there is Twitter exclusive comments such as display shots. But here it is, guys. One last look at the Tamiya Jeep Willys MB vehicle, guys. We will see you all next time. He's just hanging out in the back. Alright, guys. He's just hanging out in the back, getting ready to work a rusty machine gun. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.
I'm going to display my